everybody. I decided to come online and do a live. This is my first YouTube live. I'm hoping I'm doing it right. I don't do many lives, so this is kind of a work in progress learning for me. Gotta get my morning coffee in. It's Monday, lots of stuff to do today. Had a lot of people look at my video that I posted, the unboxing video for Paper Pumpkin. So it seems like there's a lot of interest of everybody out there wanting to know what is in the package. So I played with it last night and I had a lot of fun with it. I was surprised. I didn't think I was going to have fun with it, but I actually I think I made 6 cards. I really love all of them. There's 3. I'll show you in just a moment. Where did they all go? Here's 3 of them. Oh, I made 5 cards. So, I only have 1 Paper Pumpkin kit, and I went through just about all of my supplies last night, and I don't have much left except for the envelopes to show you or to play with. So I'm actually not going to construct any cards today on this video. But what I am going to do is kind of show you some different tips and tricks that I did when making these cards that I think you will find handy. So the first card I created is this one. And I wasn't quite sure about this background because I thought, good Lord, what am I going to put on that doesn't kind of calms it down a little bit. So I ended up putting the baseball with a couple of bats and stamped and fussy cut out this hat. You're the best dad ever. And then I just made the inside blank. But I wanted to tell you that the baseball was very white. And what I did to fix that was I got out my daubers and I got out my smoky slate. So if you notice from the kit, the colors in this particular kit are Bumblebee, Night of Navy, Pacific Point, Real Red, Smoky Slate, Soft Suede, and the white. So I got out my soft suede because I figured that's what was used on the baseball because there's some shading. And so I don't have any unused baseballs, but I have an unused home plate. And so what I did to just give it a little bit more interest, I sponge daubed it a little bit. And so I just went around the edge like so and just gave it a little bit more shading like this, and I kind of swiped around the inside portion as well. So it just, I don't know, it looks a little more realistic to me. And I did that with the baseball. So I don't know if you can see, I sponged around all the edges. And I also did the same thing with the baseball bats. I took my soft suede and sponged, and it just takes off the white edge. Do I have one here? I don't have any more baseball bats either. I used up all those too. It just takes off the white edge of the paper so that it doesn't show up so much against the background. So anyway, that's that card. The next card I want to show you is this one. This is my husband's favorite one. I just got out some cardstock, Real Red and Night of Navy. I used the embossing folder, the dots embossing folder on this little piece white panel, and just ran it through once. It's just a subtle background. I cut out some little flags. I used my banner pick-a-punch and flagged each end, and then I took my white gel pen, this guy right here, and I just made little lines, and then I took a black pen and wrote over the top of that. with black just to give it, like I said, a little bit more interest. Used the string that was included in the kit and strung them up. This was a little tricky, getting the banners glued down to the string. But what I did was I just laid out, I took the piece of string, I laid it out in a circle format, or a half, like it was if it were hanging. And then I grabbed, I don't have any banners right here. Well, let's just pretend this is a banner. So then I just put a really fine bead of glue there, and I pressed it down, and I made sure that I used my silicone craft sheet, because glue did get squished out a little bit, and that will protect your work surface if you use that. So then I just kept doing that with the different, pieces of flag, and then I had a banner. So then I just strung the banner across from corner to corner, used some glue to tack it down. I bumped everything up with dimensionals on the banners, and then I added the little baseball cap. Notice that I put some black outline on the baseball cap also. Don't be afraid to embellish and touch up some of the images. You don't have to use them as is. I always just like to add a little bit of contrast. So this yellow hat doesn't have anything on it except for just the ink, but this one I added some black outline to it just with a Sharpie pen. And just to show you, this is one that I actually colored. I stamped it in Night of Navy, and then I got out my light and dark Night of Navy pens and colored it in, got my black pen out and shaded it a little bit more, and then I wrote in the word Dad with my white gel pen. But then I realized I didn't really like how that looked, so I went to my white embossing powder and embossed it on there for the next card I'm going to show you. Okay, so that's this one, and there's the inside. Grandpa, you were the greatest of all time. Really sweet. Okay, this next one I think is one of my favorites, but this is where I embossed Sun onto the cap. And then I did a little bit of extra shading on the red, but I didn't add any black outline. And then on the home base, I did the same thing. I treated it with the sponge dauber with the smoky slate, and also on the baseball. And if you notice, the home base is just blank like that. But I added with the Sharpie pen, no, this is actually a smoky slate Stampin' Right marker. So I grabbed this, and I just took out my little ruler, and it's nothing too fancy at all. I just drew lines on it like that to kind of bring it together and make it look like it had some more dimension. These little things that you can do to spruce up your images really, I think, make a bigger impact on your card. And you don't have to get fancy with it, just see? Cute. Okay, added some of the enamel dots that come with it. Added that to this card. On the inside, stamped a little baseball cap. Son, you're the best. These would make great Father's Day cards, birthday cards, general encouragement cards. If someone's having a bad week or tough time in their job right now. This card was the first one I made. Nothing spectacular about it other than I did round the edges of the little card panel. That's looked like this. Came with the kit. You get, I think, 3 or 4 of those. Embossed Dad on the baseball cap. Treated the edges of my bats. Did the sponge daubing on it. Trimmed down the card panel and put it onto a Night of Navy card base. And then I just treated the inside with this scrap from one of the pieces, that embellishments or ephemera that came with the kit. So, Dad, you're in a league of your own. Great Father's Day card. That's that one. The last one, but not least, is this one. I don't think I didn't do the inside on this one. But I just treated this little panel with 2 pieces of string. I tried not to use bows because I figured these were all guy cards and I didn't really want to put a bow on the card. But if you just run 2 pieces of string, it just gives it a little bit more dimension. I popped up brother on a little Night of Navy background with a red piece behind it, put on the baseball cap, and you have a really cute card for your brother. And the sentiments that come with it is grandpa, dad, son, uncle, friend. So you could make these out for, even there's a mom in here, but I didn't do mom. So yeah. So that's this. Those are my alternatives for this kit this month. Again, I was really pleasantly surprised how much fun I had making these cards. And I am definitely going to send these out, except I don't have a grandpa anymore, so we'll have to figure out what to do with that one. If anybody out there wants me to send it to you, I will. Just let me know. Let's see, what else? That's it for now. I've got a fun day planned of crafting with a girlfriend and a bunch of stuff going on this week, but I hope to come back live again maybe Wednesday at lunchtime and show you what I'm working on at that time. Okay, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye.